Yeah, no, I think those are the main insights for me, and there were a couple of others, but at least it really seems to add a lot of value, this version of dispatch, and what we heard at all seems to be kind of about the same theme. So that's
Yeah.
great news.
Good.
Yeah.
Any gaps, like things that we've heard that are not good? Well, you mentioned the flow, sort of like the next step, so being guided through doing certain tasks. But are there any significant things missing that were mentioned, like functionalities or feature sets that would allow them to do something that they can't at the moment?
And let me think. I'm just going to check because that, of course, also depends on the person you're talking to.
Let's talk about all these meetings. As you're going through this vlog, I'm going from meeting to meeting to meeting. And you might be thinking, does this guy do anything else than meeting? Of course, I do, don't worry. But I'd like to talk a little bit about meetings. In the startup world, and especially in the remote working culture, they have gotten a very bad rep. And I think it is not a good thing that meetings are titled toxic. I don't think that a meeting is the wrong way to go about making decisions as a group of people. It strongly depends on how you design meetings, how often you do them, and how you manage your time within the meeting. And it's really important to set the boundaries and the rules for this together with your team and to really teach how to do these meetings effectively. So luckily still the majority of our work happens asynchronous through Basecamp in our case. This is the tool that we use for project management, and some of it through email and other systems like GitHub. And this works, and it services a lot of information. It allows you to look back. How did we get to this decision? Who were involved? Why did we make this decision? Oh, it turned out not to be the right one. That's fine. How do we move to a better decision? But sometimes in a team environment where you're asynchronous, you're waiting for a certain answer that is important to you, but is not high on the priority list of the person. And by doing regular moments together, like a stand-up or maybe a scheduled meeting every week, you allow everybody who is in need of information to put it on the radar of others, that they are pending something, that they are expecting something from somebody else that they need to move forward. And what this did for us as a company is that it's crucial to create that moment, because you will unlock people who might not be wanting to disturb somebody one more time through your Basecamp environment, in our case, to ask for it and to chase people. This is really down to personality. By giving them the option to know that there is going to be a moment every week or every day where they can ask for it and get an answer, this was crucial. And what I've seen in my work, seeing these meetings happen, is that it really unlocked certain blockers that we would encounter in the past of not moving as fast as we need to move as a small company that is changing direction, that is going into a new area and a new business model. We were not making decisions fast enough. And this comes down to the fact that we don't expect our people to be monitoring their inbox all day long for information that comes in and to reply to it immediately. We think that this is bad. So you have to be able to carve out certain time to do your work and to do quality work, to do deep work. But then there would be also a need for a moment where you can actually ask certain people for input to actually do that work. And when we only did that asynchronous, it was not enough. It was not enough for people to be able to wait for a couple of days before the answer came, or to reach out again, or maybe 2 times, for the information to be given to them through a communication environment like email or Basecamp. This is my insider meetings. Then there's the other part, which is external meetings with clients. I think in the role of CEO, you cannot spend enough time with your clients, but it really depends on your organizational structure behind you. So right now, I'm doing also a lot of the internal organizational things like HR and one-on-ones with the team to understand how we're doing, how people are feeling in our company, and making sure that we change the things that are not going right within the team. And this limits the time that I can currently spend with customers up until the moment when we make a hire, when we're big enough to take care of the process and design it differently. This is what I have to do with. So I try to balance the rest of my time between client meetings, going out there, meeting new prospects, meeting new people that want to work with us and want to buy our products, and creating partnerships with companies that can deliver, results in our business and that we can collaborate with, versus the internal meetings where I collect the information and collect information on how we're doing as a company. Adding to that, and to go back to the regular programming of my vlog, which is going to finish with meetings, being able to do the one-on-ones and the client meetings and being part of some of the squads in the company gives a very deep perspective of where we are and where we need to go. And I think beginning of this year, I did not have that image as clear as it was. So if you're in a position where your company is growing and as a founder, you're moving from either the programmer to the CTO role or from the business guy to the CEO role, this is really important to get right. You have a lot of time at your disposal of your people, and managing it right, sometimes spending 10 minutes over a coffee or half an hour in person to do a one-on-one will give you more insight and information that you will need to change in the company and that you will need to act on than any other email or project can give you. Back to the vlog.
Brant.
Hey.
Hey. Hey Brant, how are you? It's been some time.
Well, it still feels like West Coast to me, so it's 5 a.m.
Oh, okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
You got up at 5 p.m. only for this call, or you have having multiple calls coming up now?
Oh, I'm on the East Coast. I'm at a conference, so I have to get going.
Ah, okay. Which conference are you attending or speaking?
It's called Innovation Leaders.
Nice. I haven't heard of it.
Yeah, it's a good conference.
Ah, cool. And any specific topic for your talk that you're gonna cover?
I'm doing sort of the metrics that matter. So how do you apply startup metrics to an innovation program?
Nice. Cool. Is that the one you did at, I think it's the last talk I saw was in Manchester, I think, at LeanConf in June 2017. Is that sort of like the same direction?
Not really. I'm actually doing a workshop, so this will be kind of getting your hands dirty,
cool.
As opposed to keynote.
Nice.
So what are the metrics that you'll focus on, in short?
Well, it's really a framework on how you determine those metrics. And so most people look at their innovation programs and they think about, well, what's the value of the program itself, or what's the impact, or what the objective is. And nobody stops to actually evaluate the progress of the program in the same way that you would measure the progress of a startup. So what are your market segments? What indicates that an active user, or what I call a satisfied user?
Yeah. How
do you get people passionate about the program? How do you grow it? How do you market it? So you actually have to treat the innovation program itself just like a startup, instead of, just make operationalizing it instead of just thinking.
Yeah, agree. Yeah. I mean, it's easier to bring good names because they don't have to be physically in one location. I remember we did it with Eric Ries in the beginning as well. He would Skype into to our meetups. That was always fun. Even when there were just 10 people, it would take like even 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and we just have fun. Yeah, have fun having Eric there. Yeah, exactly. And it usually gives for a good conversation. And sometimes the logistics are a little bit difficult, but I think if we fix it with a good mic, then that's very much doable. Yeah. Hey, Justin. Good. How are you?